I'm Pat Iyer, and I am delighted to invite you to our March 14, 15, 16, 2024 LNC virtual conference. This is the 9th one that Barbara Levin and I have planned. And the topic that I want to share with you today is about creating a tight resume, how to avoid the landmines. You may be surprised to know that when I first became an entrepreneur, I wrote resumes for people, and I have been writing and editing and proofreading resumes ever since. If you had connected with me in 1987 when I became an entrepreneur, you could have bought a resume from me for $5. I don't price that service at this point at that level and don't offer it any longer. And I want to introduce Arlene Klepatski, who is an attorney at law from California. She is an author, contributed a couple of chapters to the Legal Nurse Consulting Principles and Practices, second edition, which I was the editor for, and is a colleague and friend. And we wanted to share with you today a little bit of tips about what we're planning to cover in our March 2024 conference.
Yes, I'm happy to be on this video with you, Pat. What kinds of tips are you going to share?
I will share with the people who attend the conference some of the things that I have learned from reading thousands of resumes. My business was involved with providing expert witnesses. I still do some legal nurse consulting, but I had for many years a very profitable and successful business supplying experts. And I can tell you, Arlene, there were things that I saw on resumes that immediately disqualified people. They didn't even get to the next step. And I will share with the people who come to the conference some of the formatting issues that I have seen on resumes, some of the common mistakes that people make that without them realizing it, they automatically take themselves out of the game. What are you going to be covering, Arlene?
Well, I'm going to be covering the red flags and landmines. As you are, I'm going to emphasize that people need to know what they are so they don't have them in their own resume. But I'm also going to outline how to find those landmines, red flags, in the resumes or CVs of their opposing expert witnesses, because I even know of a case very recently where 3 experts in a case were actually disqualified because of the way they explained their credentials, and the judge threw them out and said these people aren't qualified to testify as to what they say they're going to testify to. So they got thrown out. And if you can do that for an attorney you work with, that is an amazing thing. And even if it's not thrown out of court, there are many things that are in a resume that can cause you to that reflect on credibility of the person and make them so that the jury doesn't believe them, and that's called impeachment. So there's a lot of fodder for impeachment if you know what to look for.
Wow, that sounds critical. Think about the LNC who supplied the experts who were disqualified in those cases. All of the money that the attorney spent on the hours of work that the experts performed for the case, only to find out that they were not qualified. That's a huge waste of money.
I also wanted to add that it's important for an LNC behind the scenes, as well as for a testifying expert witness when formulating their resume or CV.
This is a vital session, whether you're behind the scenes or you're an expert witness. Join us at the link directly below this video, lnc.tips/March 2024 virtual. We'll see you there.
See you then. Thank you, Pat.